Hi, welcome in. Forgot to turn my camera on. GM. Hi, Joff. How are you doing, mate? Already did that just before I started. It's recording. The mic's working. Everything's going well. Let's make the most of it. Uh, while it's going well, yeah. Hi everyone that's in the chat today. Everyone that's watching in. Uh, we'll get started in a minute. So the session for today is pretty much just me showing you step by step how to draw something. We'll have a little bit of a conversation about corp dogs as well. I might reveal a little bit. Joff might tell me off for revealing too much. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, corp dogs is always about just kind of getting people creative and growing your art collection. We've got lots of announcements to make over the next few days, I reckon. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on our Twitter feed, our X feed, and anywhere you can find us really. Yeah, loads of news coming up. But today, yeah, is all just about being creative. We've got something nice and easy to draw today. We're going to do something by an artist called Derek Yaniger. He does like some real retro kind of 60s Americana kind of stuff. So I thought we'd have a go at that kind of style. It's very different to what we usually do, but really kind of cool style as well. First of all, just a few little hellos. Hi, Mrs. Claire. Hope you're getting the baby to sleep. Toddler watching with you. Okay. Don't panic. We're not going to do anything. I mean, it's going to be a little bit scary, but I think it'll be all right. Hi, Zero Bytes. Welcome back in. Welcome, everybody. Joff's in as well. So, co-founder of Corp Dogs. Joff is here. Hi, Joff. Joff will be doing the giveaway a little bit later and giving us a few more details on that. So, what is the giveaway this week, Joff? Cool. You know me, I love a bit of pixel art. Yeah, please share it in the chat so everybody can see. So, yeah, the rule is if you're in here at the end of the session, Joff will spin his magic wheel of. I called it a wheel of winners last week, but apparently it's a wheel of losers. There's only one winner on there, so it's a wheel of losers. He'll spin the wheel of losers. We'll find out who's winning it, and there it is in the chat already, which I really like. I'm gutted that we won't be in there ourselves to be able to win that piece. So yeah, Joff, any questions? Just stick it in chat. Joff's going to keep an eye on the chat. Anything that needs to be brought to my attention, I'm sure he'll bring it to my attention because I'm going to concentrate on teaching you how to do a little bit of drawing now. So, should we get started? That's a little bit close in, isn't it? Let's zoom out a little bit. There you go. We're going to draw, like I say, this Derek Yaniger piece. You will need a pencil. We're going to chuck in a few little guidelines with a pencil, but pencils are for losers, so we're not going to use that too much. You'll need a Sharpie. You'll also need like a fine line or something a little bit thinner. My favourite technique for drawing is one fat pen, one thin pen. You can get loads done with just that. So there you go. Pencil, Sharpie, thin pen, scrap piece of paper, and maybe about half an hour. This will take us, not long at all. Right. Let's draw, shall we? So grab your pencil first. The lines for the pencil we're gonna start with. Oh, by the way, we're drawing Frankenstein. We're gonna start with like a big kind of like squared off U shape for the forehead and one for the chin as well. So start up here somewhere and let's go and put in something like that. And then down here, let's go and put in something like that. And one of the things I love doing is not showing people exactly what we're going to draw. So there's an element of like trust the process, just throw yourself into it, see what happens. Doesn't matter if it ends up looking a bit rubbish, it's fine. It's just a bit of doodling. We're just going to throw it away at the end of the session anyway. So yeah, forehead, chin. They're just guidelines as well. Doesn't matter if they're slightly wrong. What we're going to do over here, though, let's just whack a little line just there, and let's just whack a little line just there. That's going to help us with some like stitches and stuff like that we're going to throw into this character. Okay, everybody got that in? Let's go and put in our... Farts is in as well. Hi, Farts. Let's go and put in some ink lines now. So we're going to grab our fat Sharpie first. Just your regular Sharpie, and let's go and put in the forehead first. So This bit across the top here, this is going to be the forehead. That line across there is going to be some stitches, or it's going to be a cut in the head. So we're going to put some stitches on there first. So just going across there, we're just going to put some real long rectangles, and we're going to double line them as well. So look, just going across there, look, kind of rectangle shapes, double line them, change the angle of them a little bit as you're going along, but just want to make sure they straddle that pen line as much as possible. That looks a bit blurry. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? So that's our first bit to put in, okay? Then what we're going to do is, the reason we put that pencil line in there is because we're going to put the pen line in over the pencil line, but make sure we go behind those stitches, okay? Now, as we get to this bit over here, we're just going to flick the pen up, and as we get to this bit over here, we're going to flick the pen down as well. So like this, like just go across, making sure we go behind those stitches. That pencil line is in there, so we know exactly where to go. Keep on going. Once you get to the outside edge, just curl it up, a little flick up, like that. Once you get to the outside edge again, look just here, a little flick down, like that. So, Joff, you're struggling to draw lines right to left, right to left. Yeah. That's good. Left to right is actually good, because if you're drawing left to right, you can usually see where your pen needs to go. Okay, let's go and finish off this head. What we're going to do, let's just bring that down across and then flick up on the other side as well. Let's go and put some boils actually across this pencil line here. Straddle a boil just there. Little C shape. You see how it just kind of, it's a double-ended flick off, tapered either end, fat and wonky in the middle, but nice and thin and sharp at the ends there. Now we can go and finish off the rest of the head. So we're going to start there. We're going to go all the way across behind that boil and then flick up the top. So from there all the way across behind that boil, flick off up the top. Double line it, make it nice and wonky. So everything we do is wonky. Wonky lines are our friends. We can hide a lot of mistakes behind wonky lines. So that's why I like drawing them. Easier to draw, and I think they look better as well. So that's why I like drawing wonky lines. Okay, next bit, let's go and put some hair in. For the hair, oh, by the way, if you want to put, if anybody's struggling or wants to just upload a photo in the chat, progress, how things are going, or if you need a bit of help, go and do that as well. We're going to go and put some hair in now. So that's the forehead. The hair is going to be a big zigzag going all the way across. We're going to start about here. You've got to start this zigzag going down. You've got to finish this side. Oh, just killed a bug. You've got to finish this side going up. Okay, so just here, look, down, and then zigzag over there, and then jump over that last bit, finish off going up. Random as you can with that zigzag. That's looking awesome. Why am I only see? Does anybody know why I only see the first letter of people's names? It really bugs me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Let's go. Yeah, just some people, like, so L, I'll just see L. I don't know who L is, but you just put a photo in there. That's looking good. That's Pickle. Oh, okay, nice one. Oh no. Right, let's go and join the top bits together. A bit of an upwards curve across the top there. Let's just go from there all the way across. And then one of the techniques for making hair look shiny is by leaving little bits white. So we're just going to now quickly go all the way back across that hair and just leave some like little white slithers in. Let me show you what I mean. Some little shapes like that. Little kind of leaf shapes, I guess. Just throw a few of those in. And then once you've got those in, we can go and colour the rest, the outside bit, in black. It's always risky colouring stuff in because it's a part of the session that takes a long time to do. But actually it's going to work really well in this hair. It's going to add a bit of contrast to our piece, which is always important to add a bit of contrast. You've already got the white paper. What we want to do is put in loads of black bits. And then potentially at the end of the session, with the thin pen, we can add loads of grayscale as well, just by putting in some lines next to each other. But just work your way across, look, nice and quickly. If you don't get this bit done, it's no biggie. You can finish it off anytime you like. If you're getting bored already and you don't want to do any more colouring in, just put some nice big sections in there, and then you'll have less to colour in. There we go. Let's get all the way across the end there. So anybody interested in corp dogs, in picking up one of the corp dogs, we are doing some promotional work at the moment, getting things ready for a launch. So it won't be long. I know people keep asking when. It really won't be long now. We are very close to announcing some details to who we're going to launch with, where we're going to launch, and just details of what you get, what's involved in the mint, that kind of stuff. Not long at all. Right, everybody got that bit coloured in? Let's go and put in, we're going to join the hair to the head now. So you'll have noticed that I did leave these two little gaps. It's not all joined in. The reason I left that is because we're going to just bring a line from there to there. Look. Again with the wonky line. Bring it to there. And then we've got that like real weird shaped head going on. I'm liking that little hug, Nev. Thanks, mate. We did consider this. Joff, I don't know why I think Joff's got a thing about feet, but we did consider, because we've done hands of corp, that we should do feet of corp, and I think something like that would look really cool, actually. Did they? It's going to happen. Really. I may as well just start. I'm up for it. I'm up for anything. You know me. Right, how we doing with this? This is looking good. Let's go and put in a big eyebrow now. We can be quite scruffy with this eyebrow. Just something going across here. Look. Nice and rough. Don't get too tidy with that bit. Just have it poking out the edges a little bit there. That's looking good. And then we're going to put a nose in now. I think you'll be okay with this nose. I don't like teaching people how to draw and having too many changes in direction of a line. I like the line just to go like this one, like up, down, up, down, up, down. It's nice and easy. Yeah, everything just goes in like maybe one or two directions. The nose, however, we're going to do like a big swirly kind of thing. So let's see how we get on with it. First thing we'll do is two lines going up there and up there. This becomes the bridge of the nose. And again, double line it, make it wonky. That top bit tapered off. And now that bottom bit, we're going to join these two lines together. But we're going to go the long way round. We're also going to do like a little bit of a loop with it as well. Okay, so try and get two loops in. So watch this. From here, one loop, two loops, join it back up again. That's our nose. Let's double line that. One loop for a nostril, another loop for a nostril, all the way around to join it back up again. See if you can do that. Once you've got that bit in, let's go and put some eyes in. The eyes are fairly small, the bags are nice and big. So what we'll do is just about here, let's go and put in a little D shape either side. Feet of Joel would be awesome. We could make it happen, couldn't we? Is Corp and Choff two different people? I don't think we've ever seen them in the same room. Double line those eyes. Let's go and put some bags under those eyes as well. So starting in the corner there, just work your way out a little bit further. And again, double line it. Starting in the corner there. And maybe even just flick out a few lines as well. Look, just flick, 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 just to give us a few little wrinkles in there. We can decide later whether we want to put any pupils in there, whether we want to keep them white, like zombie-like eyes. Let's right, once you've got the eyes in, we can go and put the cheekbones in. Once we've got the cheekbones in, we're going to move down and start doing this jaw area. So cheekbones, we're going to start on the eyebrow. We're going to come down, move across to underneath the eye, and then a little flick down. Keep it all nice and natural looking. Look, down, across, little flick down the side of the nose. Little tiny flick. I've gone quite big there. Double line it, down, little flick down. Same kind of thing on the other side. And there are our cheekbones. Coming off the top of our cheekbones, we are going to draw a couple of ears. The ears are nice and easy. It's a capital C, a capital F, like this, like capital C sitting on the side there. Capital F goes inside like this. And we've got ourselves an ear. Let's go and whack in the same kind of thing at the other side. Make it wonky though. That capital C doesn't need to be perfectly smooth. That capital F doesn't need to be perfectly right. Mix it up a little bit. But capital C, capital F, we've got ourselves a couple of ears in there. Right, we're going to leave it just there. We're going to move ourselves down to the chin. The only reason we put the chin in there in the pencil line is because we're going to put a load of boils and stitches across there again. This is not the mouth. This bit is not the mouth. That's going to be some stitches. So the same way as we've done those stitches up there, let's go and put some in here. So it's just those big rectangles, not big, long rectangles. Change the angle of them, look, mix it up a little bit, do some long ones, do some short ones. Doesn't have to be neat. Leave it like that. We'll come back to that in a little while. Let's go and now put some boils in. So these boils, they want to be the capital C shapes with the opening of the capital C pointing inwards. So like, and it's got to straddle the pencil line as well. So let's do one over here. Look, straddle the pencil line. So a big capital C like that. And it's a great big boil. Tapered at either end, double wonky in the middle. Maybe put in a couple. Look, put in as many as you want, wherever you want. If you're putting in loads, try and change the size of them. So try and do like one big one and one small one together. Keep them random. Let's put a couple down there. Look. Then we're going to put in the top of the bottom lip. So you've got all that furniture in there, top of the bottom lip. We're just going to do a line that goes all the way across our page. Try and keep it as low as possible. Without touching these stitches. So like from about here, it's going to go just outside that pencil line that side, all the way across to just outside the pencil line on the other side, like that. That's the top of the bottom lip. Double line that, make it wonky. Wonky's good. Then what we'll do, crime, we are recording this as well, so if you want to watch the replay and have a little go at drawing it, you can do. But yeah, every Wednesday we're drawing stuff. Let's go and finish off this. We'll do this bit around the stitches first. What we're going to do is we'll do the same as what we did up across the head there. Just start there, work your way across, go behind those stitches. Use that pencil line as your guide so you know it's a nice consistent flow through there. Once you get to the edge, we're going to go up, but then we're just going to join on to that lip. So it's going to go up the pencil line, then it's just going to go round a little bit as well. Do the same here. Let's go down. Recreating it will be fine as well. Yeah, have a go. Just so you know, though, this is the original artwork was by somebody called Yaniger. So we're doing his version of Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. So yeah, credit where it's due. Let's go around the rest of the chin. So just remember to go behind the boils. And I do this stuff quite a lot, teaching people how to draw like other artists as well. So a lot of the workshops that I do are me showing you like characters I developed myself. But every now and then I do teach people how to draw like other artists. And sometimes it's been artists that are part of the Corp Dogs pack as well, one of the guest artists in the Corp Dogs pack. How are we looking? We got that in. We're 20 minutes in, we're nearly finished. This is excellent. I always wanted this session just to be a half-hour session, nice, quick, easy hit. Normally it lasts about 45, but we're doing well this time around. Let's carry it on, shall we? We're going to put some teeth in now. Now with the teeth, this is one of those areas where it's really over to you on what kind of teeth you want to put in. I'm going to put in some massive teeth in here. Try not to touch. See these cheekbones where they're just coming down here? Try not to touch those. But let's go and put some massive teeth in. You can go square, round, triangular. I'm going to put a square one in, a little round one there. Let's put in a big, almost broken one there. So we've got ourselves a couple of teeth kind of all standing up, big old gravestones. Then what we can do is we can finish off the rest of the face by joining together from underneath the cheekbone. Joff, that's looking awesome, mate. It's perfect that you've actually put green in. Don't forget this top bit here, just there, look, Joff. Don't forget that little line just to join the head up. Yeah, from the teeth then, going up to the cheekbones. Let's just put a wonky line, just joining it all up together there. Now, one of my techniques as well is when, you know, we're doing all these wonky lines. Everything's about wonky lines. I love drawing wonky lines. Most of that is like random wonkiness, but every now and then there's a bit of strategic wonkiness. What I mean by that is like in the intersection, so where two lines join each other like that, that's an intersection. That little bit of the intersection needs to be a little bit thicker. It's usually where the shadows live, so that's why we go a bit thicker. You can see it in there, look. See how it just goes like just a half a millimetre sometimes thicker. Just there as well, just a little tiny bit thicker. So do that all over. It's where the shadows live. It's a perfect place to kind of go double wonky and just hold things together a little bit better. Let's go. We're going to whack in some big old bolts, and then we're going to get out our thin pen. So big bolts going around the back here. Let's do the outside edge first. That's the outside edge, and then two lines going in. Something similar over on the other side, so right over here. Big outside bit first, bring those lines in. Beautiful. Right, we're just about there. A couple of little lines. I'm going to scribble a couple of little lines with my fat pen, then we're going to get a thin pen out. So those extra little lines, just a few little wrinkles and things like that. So for example, across that head is looking a little bit too plain and nothing really going on in there for me. So let's just go and put in a couple of wavy lines going across it. Just to give it some few lumps and bumps. Down in the chin, let's go and flick out some hair. Try and flick the pen off. If you flick the pen off, you'll get a tapered end. So by kind of stab it down, flick it off. That stab gives you the hair follicle. That flick gives you the tip of the hair. Works much better with a new pen than an old pen like I've got, which is really blunt, but you can still do it. So chuck in some hair. That's it. Let's go and move on to our thin pen. So we're going to start at the top, work our way down with a thin pen. Hopefully you've got a thinner pen. I'm going to use a 0.3 fine liner, but yeah, whatever you've got will do. And we're just going to add a few little details as we go into this piece. I wonder if I can just zoom in a little bit more. Ooh. There you go. So start at the top. Let's work our way down. First thing I'll do is just some little lines in those stitches, just to shade out those stitches a little bit. If you've got colours, some people might like to throw a little bit of colour on, but I'm just going to throw in some little bit of shade in there. Also, just let's go and put in some little circles as extra little spots and boils and things like that. So go and just throw in a couple of those. Again, a big one and a small one next to each other. If you want to make it look like it's a break in the skin and you can see through the skin, then just inside that circle, just go and put some little lines like that. We've got some like white circles. Let's put some black ones in there as well. Nice, that looks good. Let's go and move ourselves down a little bit. Down into the face area. I think I'm going to put some pupils in here, but before I do that, let's go and shade out the bags. So you want those bags to look a little bit darker. So just put a few little lines in there for the bags. How are we doing for time? 25 minutes past. We're doing great for time. These little bits inside the nostrils, I guess. these little loop bits. Let's go and do those. Maybe some inner ear action as well. Just put in some little lines in the inner ear. Let's also flick a few lines up around the nose and around the cheeks. So just like this, just work your way across. Just flick a few lines up. They want to be all different lengths. And all we're doing by doing that, we're just creating a bit of a shadow, so it looks like the nose is kind of curved. Lovely stuff. That looks nice. Should we put some pupils in? I'll put pupils in right at the end. What we'll do next is let's go down a bit further. So we're into that big bolt now. Let me just zoom out a little bit. There you go. That big bolt. Let's go and put some detail in that big bolt. So little things like let's put some extra little lines in. Let's put a screw in there as well. Not thinking about it too much. Just 3 little lines, little screw. Maybe even some little lines down the bottom here, just to show a little bit of shape. How's that looking? We're getting there. Into the teeth. Let's go and put some graining in the teeth. That's what I love doing. Just flicking a few little lines in the teeth. At this point, you could even put in a little crack in the teeth. So a crack would be like a capital Y, like that. Little tiny capital Y. You could even put a hole in the tooth. Like, watch this one. So you can put a little circle like that. Another little curve on the inside of it, and then colour it in. So you've got a little hole in the tooth. But I prefer just little flicks here and there for a bit of graining. That's looking good. Let's keep on moving down just a little bit further. We're just about there for wrapping up. So down here, what we can do in here is let's make those boils really shiny. Now, when you're using just black pens, to make something look reflective, you've just got to put a bubble writing exclamation mark in. So just here, look, bubble writing exclamation mark just creates like it's just outlining a reflection. So let's go and do a few of those. Look, it's always got to be in the same area. That's the only thing to remember as you're doing that. Get into those stitches. Let's go and put some shading into those stitches. So just some little lines in there. And then I'm going to finish off with a few little scratches. Let me zoom out again. One of the things we can do as well is put a load of quote marks in there. So just find a little space, put a quote mark in. It's just a nice way of breaking things up. Quote marks, hashtags even, to make things look a little bit more like beaten up. Throw a hashtag in. Awesome stuff. Let's finish this off by grabbing our fat Sharpie again. We'll put some pupils in. Decide where you want this character looking. Do you want it looking left, right, up, down, straight at you? If you want it to look a little bit psycho and have it look like it's looking through you, then you want to put those pupils right in the center of the eyeballs. If you want to have it looking at you, then just bring those pupils in just a little bit. I'm going to have my character looking over this way, because I'm going to draw a dirty fly over here. Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up with some extra little spots. So we've got that fat pen. Let's go and put in some more spots. Don't think about it too much. Just go and chuck them in. Also some big spots on the outside. Some like ink splats on the outside. Clump them together. Do them in 2s and 3s. So you go a big one, a medium one, small one, that kind of thing. I also like putting drips in. Let's go and whack in a few drips before we wrap it up. Where else can we have a drip? Let's have. I think that's all we can. That's the only place we can have drips. Awesome. Let's flick a few little hairs in. think we are just about at a point where we can wrap this up. What do you think? That's looking all right, I reckon. Last thing we'll do, if you like it, sign it. If you don't like it, put somebody else's name on it. I'm going to sign mine DMK, which is my teaching signature. And also sign it nice and big. Big on the front with a Sharpie. Don't sign it in pencil on the back where nobody can see it. Sign it big where everybody can see it. I'm going to whack in a few more little flies. I usually sign it right at the end when I'm finished. Just put in some flies around the back as well, some small ones, little lines going through those wings. Over to you. Add in some of your own personal style to it. Anything that kind of you want to add in, go and put it in. Don't think about it too much. If it works out, carry on doing it. If it doesn't work out, don't do it anymore. That is as easy as drawing can be. But there you go. I think I'm going to wrap it up just there. That's looking pretty good. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little nod to Derek. I think he signs it with a star. And yeah, check out Derek Yaniger. Had a few conversations with him. He's very happy for us to do his work and for me to show you how to draw in his style. But there you go. There is our finished piece. When you're ready, go and take a photo. Go and whack it in the chat so we can have a little look or have a little giggle. Doesn't matter if it's good. Doesn't matter if it's bad. It's just a little bit of doodling, so don't take it too seriously. Let's go and have a little look. Jay, again, I can't see your full name, but Jay, that's looking awesome, mate. I like the fact that we're going straight in on the lined paper as well. Eyes, look at that. The eyes being right in the centre just gives it that feeling of looking through you as well. Well done. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Joff. There is Derek Yaniger's artwork. An amazing artist and does quite a lot of adult-orientated drawings as well. So there's a load of people that draws a lot of drunk people, beatniks and things like that. Anybody else ready to share their artwork? So just take a photo of it, whack it in the chat, and we'll have a little look. And then in the next few seconds, Joff will be up with his wheel of losers, so we can decide who gets the cow. C-Stitch, that's looking amazing. So with the pupils kind of looking in like that, it feels like you need to draw something on the nose, whether that's like one of those dirty great big flies on the nose or something is on the nose that character is looking at. So it just feels like that. Consider putting that in. It's your artwork. Don't let anybody tell you what you should do on your artwork. But that's what it's saying to me. Where every time you see eyes in a piece of artwork, they should be looking at somebody. So anybody who's looking at your artwork is going to see the eyes, and it's going to kind of direct them around your artwork. It makes it a lot more interesting for a viewer if you do that kind of stuff. But awesome work, C-Stitch. That looks really good. Joff, how did you get on with yours? You see, what I like is those original two pencil lines, those two like bucket shapes that we did right at the start. Depending on how you've drawn them, what shape you've drawn them, it really just changed the whole shape of your character. So imagine if you did like a real big head and a small jaw, what it would look like. Joff's gone for like quite a small head and a much bigger jaw, and you can see how it looks. It still looks really cool as a character, but we've all followed the same process. Nice work, Joff. Yeah. That's what drawing's all about, mate. Getting a bit too close to the edge. I like that. It looks great, and I even like your special use of just a hint of green around the borders. So rule number one, never admit to any mistakes, mate. If anybody says anything, that was an intentional thing, yeah. Excellent. Yeah, it looks really nice because you've only done it around the skin as well. You didn't do it around the metal bit, around the bolt. Awesome stuff. Nice work, Joff. Thank you, mate. You more than anybody, I'm really appreciating the growth in your artistic talent. Right from session, seeing what you did in session one and thinking I might have made a mistake, to seeing what you're doing now and thinking, actually, yeah, you know exactly what you're doing now. It's a beautiful thing. I don't think session one really reflected your potential. I'm really trying to use my words carefully. Yeah, we're being recorded, and just for everybody else's benefit, Corp Dogs, we're going to release a year one roadmap soon, and so me and Joff are going to be definitely working together for the next year. So I'm sure it won't be a frosty relationship. No, not at all. No, but nice work, Joff. Yeah, go on. Kitty. Yeah, crypto. Do you know what? There's yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean. But there was a little bit a little bit of me that likes the fact that there might be extra names on the wheel of losers, and then if that person's picked out, and it's the fact that they've left too early that they don't win, we run again. That might cause a bit of Crimes Eager, yeah, I bet. Let's just have a quick look at everybody else's. So I think that was Pickle as well. Pickle again with the little tiny bits of green in there, done intentionally, I'm sure. And the red eyes look great. Nice work, Pickle. Kitty, are you Kitty from Corp Academy Community? I think you might be because I recognise that lined pad. But I'm really loving all your line work in there. Just spend a bit of time colouring that hair, and then that'll be great. And again, don't forget what I said about the eyes pointing into one direction. Draw something that those eyes are looking at as well, even if it's just a splatted fly. That'd be cool. Jotaro, nice. Yeah, go Farts. That looks great. Great. Kaz, are you spinning? Oh, oh, here we go. We're spinning. I can't see a thing, so you'll have to announce the winner. Farts. I've lost my soundboard. Sorry, Farts. I've lost my soundboard, so you get a real clap. Well done, mate. Thank you very much for taking part. Right, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back again next week. Oh, yeah, go on, go on. Nice. We are all here. We are all about kind of getting you creative and helping you collect art as well. So yeah, whatever we can do to kind of get more artwork in your wallets or get you creative is exactly what we're all about. So yeah, congratulations everyone, just for turning up. You're in the whitelist, and who was it? Farts. Well done, Farts. You send get in touch with myself or Joff, and we'll organise how to get that cool cow to you. Nice. There it is in the chat. Right. Thanks very much. Are we done now, Joff? Any other announcements we need to make? Or are we good? Joff's gone. It's just me. I'm going to assume that is a we're good to go. So yeah, thanks a lot for turning. We're yeah. Trust us, we're working like ducks here. So yeah, we'll have some announcements during the week. Thanks again for tuning in. Do me a favor, just share it around, let people know what you've been up to on a Wednesday. Get them to join the Corp Dogs Discord, and yeah, hopefully they'll join in next Wednesday for another Doodle session. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Bye bye.